Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Man United agenda. And it is FA Cup fever. Manchester United versus Aston Villa. We've met each other 13 times in the competition, and there has been a lot of FA Cup upset. So, guys, please tune in. I'm sure it will be a blast. Thank you. MUFC. Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome back to the Man United agenda. And it is FA Cup fever, the most prestigious football trophy cup competition out there in world football. And I'm excited about the competition. And for me, as a Man United fan, I would say I'd love us to win it, at least a trophy. As always, we're joined by OMONDI.
All right.
Rebel.
What's up?
And let's go to Mr. B. Talk.
MUFC.
And our guests, Fanatics. Welcome back to the Man United agenda. And he's a Villa fan, everyone. Bring the Villa fan back. And he's muted himself. You're muted yourself. You're muted. He's muted. How are you doing, sir? And you know what? Yeah, I'm really sorry. Yeah, but there's 5 against 1. And the last time you came on the show, yeah, you gave us some beating. So listen, we had to bring the backup. We had to bring the backup. How are you feeling? How are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. And thanks for having me, guys, again, yeah?
Oh, well.
Last time. Let's see what you got
Villa,
for me today.
Let's see. Oh, I don't think we can challenge you at all, man. Steven Gerrard. Let's go in before we start talking about Man United and everything. But how is everyone's weekend going? Has anyone been up to anything at all? Good or... I don't know. I've been working, so
chilled, really.
Can I just say the magic of the cup is absolutely beautiful. Did you see that absolutely glorious, scintillating, succulent dessert of a result today? Nottingham Forest, my geez, what a bunch of heroes. The Armory TV, thank you for coming on at Fight Must Day, crying. I love you guys. But FA Cup magic, boom!
Hold on, Rebel. Hold on a minute. Let's have it right here. You know, Arsenal were the underdogs, so it's not such a big surprise, is it?
Oh boy! It's like, listen, yeah, it's giving them sort of. It's the the gift just keep giving. That's the beautiful thing of it. The gift keep giving. Arsenal just keep giving.
Get FUCK. Hey, Anthony, how you feeling there?
Oh, brilliant!
Down there in Bristol on your tractor. don't get stuck
my
in the
yard,
forest,
my lord. Come my yard.
Yes,
I'm absolutely loving it. But guys, let's do this now. Yeah. Oh, and Newcastle. Don't forget Newcastle as well. Newcastle got a good drumming as well yesterday. So, and they had a strong team as well. I wonder what Trippier is thinking right now. I do wonder what he's thinking. He wants a one-way ticket back to Spain. after that beating up.
By the way, can we just give some credit to a Manchester United player that was in an integral part of that? James Gardner slapping them gooners up, boys.
Yep, that's it. Brilliant to see. And we have Marvin. Welcome to the channel. Not seen you in the channel before. Welcome. Everyone's welcome into the Man United agenda. Guys, let's kickstart the show. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're not new to the channel, hit the like button. Also, remember to set the reminder so every time we go live, you get a reminder on it. And we're going to be live every day this week. We got some great shows coming up. But let's start off with first and the absolute talk about Villa. Steven Gerrard, Slippery G, should I say, is at Villa as the manager now.
Yeah.
What's your take so far? What's your take so far on? Are you? What has he done to change what has he done to change sort of like the mindset of the fans? Also, what have you seen him done so far since he's been there that breathes more confident in Aston Villa as a football club?
It's the mindset of him as a man. Everybody knew him as a player. His determination, his will to win. And he just brought that straight away, and people have just taken to it straight away. When you got a player like that with that much experience, he's still fairly young, but he's experienced enough that players understand that he knows what he's talking about. At first, I was thinking, all right, he's done it at Rangers, but you know what he's done with Rangers? He turned it around. No more Celtic going back to back, winning constantly. So he's changed that totally. The mindset of the players, the belief that he's given certain players. I don't know. He's just changed it around just like that. You know what I mean? And I think it's
go on. No,
okay.
Karen.
No, I was just gonna say a lot of people are on board, and they can see straight away that what he's looking to do going forward, and the whole team's with him, and the fans.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Looking at the way Villa set up and the formation and the system, it's almost like, am I right in saying it's almost like a 4-3-3 he plays? It's very similar to how Liverpool play at the moment. So he's got Klopp, but obviously apparently he's on the phone all the time to him, is almost mentoring him. So Klopp leave Liverpool in 2 years' time. He will be at Villa for 2 years. You see where I'm going with this question, right? You guys are making him, yeah? You're making him at the moment for him to go to Liverpool.
That's fine. As long as he leaves his little bit of legacy in the 2 years that he's here, gets us in a better position that we are going forward consistently. And you could already see with the players that he's looking to bring in, he's got plans. He's got real plans.
I keep looking at your shirt, yeah, and I'm trying to sit there and see if I'm right in saying, wow.
Let's have a disco. Hey,
someone's having a party. Yeah. I'm sitting there thinking, what year is that kit? Because the more and more I'm looking at it, the more and more I'm thinking, is that like 90? Sorry, is that about 90, 91, 92 season?
93.
I say
93.
93 because is that Staunton? That's a Staunton. Staunton was in that, wasn't he?
Yeah. That day. You're talking about Steve Staunton?
Steve Staunton, yeah.
Yeah. Those are the days, man. Steve Staunton.
And I'm trying to think of. I'm literally sitting there and I'm thinking, Monday hit me because I know Monday's sitting there right now, want to name every single player there.
Remember, they came to Old Trafford. They were our title rivals, weren't they?
Yes,
Norwich and Aston Villa. So there's Ron Atkinson in charge. He got in Steve Staunton from Liverpool. He had Paul McGrath, who got player of the season in '93 as well. For great performances. Kind of made us jealous,
While hardly training.
Yeah, Tony Daly, who
Tony Daly. Who can forget him?
He's got the Jerry curl.
Yeah. Who can forget him?
He's represented. Dean Saunders passed through the club, and '93 was a good year for
Dale Atkinson. You know what? The reason why I keep looking at the shirt is because I was thinking of Dale Atkinson. That's who I keep thinking of because.
Okay.
Give us your take on him. Give us your take on him because whenever Man United played him, I was terrified.
Dale Atkinson, man, that team there was like one of the best ever. Do you know what I mean? For me as a Villa fan, you had Tony Daly, who's explosive. You know that guy down the wing, very direct. And you got Dean Saunders and Dale Atkinson just mopping everything up. But Dale Atkinson was a beast, man. He was very physically strong. He was a really good finisher. I just think that he didn't maybe spend enough time in the league to get his chance, but there was a lot of great strikers around that time for England anyway. So for him to get in the pecking order was tough, but he was a top class striker, man. Yeah, could hold up the ball.
Just to add to Daly Atkinson, I agree. It's a bit like Stan Collymore, got everything about his game. I remember a goal he scored against Wimbledon back in the day where he chipped the goalkeeper, went on a run, jink, went to do a little dummy and chipped the goalie Hand Sagers from outside the box. He was one of my favorite.
Oh my God, Hand Sagers got a goal. I remember.
Really scary. I mean, him and Saunders, they just fed off each other. And Saunders actually was speaking about him the other day. Rest in peace, Daly Atkinson. But Saunders actually said he's one of the best players he's ever played with. He's an absolute beast of a player. He went on to Real Sociedad, I think, afterwards. But
after he did. He went to Spain,
Yeah.
But this is
top
what
player.
I'm saying
We
about
don't
him.
know. Go and recognise.
Yeah. But the problem is, sorry, Rebel, you talk, Rebel.
Speaking of Steve Staunton, what I remember about him, because obviously I'm Irish, he played for our international team. his delivery of the ball was absolutely quality. He had an absolute ping of a pass on him. But oh my days, did he diminish his reputation by becoming a gaffer. I will never, ever forgive him for his I'm the boss, I'm the gaffer, the buck stops with me interview that he done when he took over as Irish manager. But what a quality player for delivering a pass. So.
And just to add as well, I think they came to Old Trafford that season and it was a 1-1 result. And Steve Staunton scored a screamer.
Yep, I do remember.
Left foot.
Yeah.
Oh wow! You know what? Yeah, you and on Monday should do like a university challenge or something like that in the
some history show.
Some history in it. History. So guys, beautiful. We've introduced everyone. We spoke a little bit about Villa. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Also, remember to hit the notification bell to set the reminder for the Man United agenda. Also, hit the like, and let's get up to about 35 likes today from the United agenda. And welcome every single person in the comments at the moment. We'll get to some of your comments. But before we go on to the everything else, let's start talking. And we're going to go to on Monday first. On Monday, give me one of your worst days as a Man United fan in the FA Cup.
Okay, so my worst and the best. I'll start with my worst. It was 1983-84 season. We were under Ron Atkinson, and it was the first round, January, first round of the FA Cup, and we came up against a first division team, which back then would have been Division 3. Now it would be League 1, I imagine. Yeah, and they were managed by ex-West Ham international, or not international, West Ham player Harry Redknapp, Bournemouth. Don't you remember this? We lost 2-0 down at Bournemouth. It was a massive result. I remember just feeling gutted going to school the next day, really scared, to sort of face the music because you don't expect to lose to teams like that. But they put it on us that day. And I think that's the game that really made Harry Redknapp, gave him his name. But it was, for my best result, is the following season, 84-85 season. We went on to the FA Cup final and we played Everton. And I can't stressing us how good Everton were at this time under Harold Kendall. They had Andy Gray and Graham Sharp up front. Kevin Sheedy, Rebel, I'm sure you'd love to talk about him. What a great left foot he had, and Andy, Peter Reid in midfield. And then in the 78th minute, Kevin Moran, another international, Republic of Ireland international, got sent off. Peter Willis was the first man to send off a player in the FA Cup final, 78th minute. So we had to go to extra time, and it's an extra time when Norman Whiteside, Northern Irish international, youngest at the time in 82, at 17 years old. He was the youngest player to ever play in the World Cup, younger than Pele. He scored a brilliant goal on the break. Mark Hughes got it back to goal, halfway line, spun it off to the right wing. Norman Whiteside done a little step over and curled it around who was probably the best goalkeeper in the world at the time, Neville Southall. So that was my greatest moment. 100,000 people at Wembley that day. I could hear it from my that garden. It was absolutely awesome. The best moment for me in the FA Cup.
Rebel.
Okay, my worst one is actually quite short, and the reason why it's my worst one is because I think we showed a small bit of disrespect to the FA Cup at the time. We were the defending champions on the back of winning the treble. It was the 99-2000 season, and because we wanted to go off and claim this FIFA Club World Championship, we had to withdraw and not defend our title in the FA Cup. And I think for me, that is my worst FA Cup moment. Then if you go to my best one, this is a beaut. It's against those absolute jammy Dodgers, Stevie G's club, Liverpool. The dramatic double. Eric Cantona, late winner, bada bing, bada boom, Bob's your uncle, double. Thank you very much.
Rebel, can I go back to that though? Isn't that when he got banned? Eric Cantona got banned for the Kung Fu thing and he came back in. That was the 1-1. That was in the. Yeah.
96 Spice Boys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The white suit, innit? The white suit.
Yeah.
Jamie Redknapp and Steve. And what is it? Macca with the hair, the thing in the perms. Absolutely brilliant. And it was like little backstep. Boom. I remember that day, just like yesterday, because my friend's mom, they're from Liverpool. And I used to destroy them. When we basically, Man United used to be at Liverpool, I used to go around, knock on the door. I used to put like whatever I find on the street, I used to go put on their doorstep, knock on the door and run off as a kid. We beat them in the FA Cup final. And basically what happened was I didn't expect them to be where they were. They hid in the cupboard. So I knocked on the door thinking they're going to be in the house. And I put, at the time, there's some wheelie bins. And I wheeled the wheelie bins up by the thing. Next thing I know, I turned around. I felt this football bang in the back of my head, and all I heard was, "You little bastard!" Chasing down the street, mate, because we beat them, and I'm sitting there like, ready to knock on the door and give them sticks. So I do remember that. Frantic now, your best. Yeah, no, tell me about it as a kid.
Can I just add to finish my one? It was a resolute David James, Calamity James was in goal for Liverpool on the day. Cantona had a late half volley through a packed penalty area. Bang. Disappointment for Liverpool.
I love it. Not disappointment for Liverpool. It's great news for us. Forget Liverpool. Now to you, sir, Frantic. Villa, your best Villa moment and your worst Villa moment.
See, I'm trying to think if I'm getting it mixed up with the League Cup now.
Don't worry, you did make the final of it, didn't you? Or was it the semi-final?
I mean. We did get
against Liverpool. Was it against Liverpool?
It was Liverpool, yeah, that's why we won.
They beat us as well.
That's what I mean. We beat you lot in the FA Cup. But no, that was the League Cup we beat you guys in,
League Cup, we beat us,
in the final. I'm thinking probably the worst. I can't think of really the worst time. We've had some horrible days, man. I think even Liverpool one kind of hurt me last season, They beat us 4-1. I mean, we've had worse than that. But considering we beat them the time before that, I thought we'd have a bit more of a chance. But yeah, I would probably say that wasn't the best time. FA Cup win.
I love it. He's got a thing.
I've really got a thing like what was on my best. I can't even think. You're probably gonna have to give me 2 minutes and come back to me on that.
We'll come back to you. We'll come back to you. Talk.
Yeah, come back to me on that. Let me dig deep in the memory bank.
Yeah, I know you're going to be there for a long time.
How long have I got?
Yeah, you got a little bit of time.
That's right.
Talk.
Yeah, I mean, Monday stole my best memory, but it's a bit different how I see it from how Monday sees it, because I can just about remember it. 1985, sat at the side of my dad's chair, and that was a moment I realised what it really meant to be a Manchester United fan and the passion, because I didn't really understand what was going on. I knew it was football, but I didn't really understand and get what the gist of it all was and everything else. I just sat next to my dad because he's watching a match. Anyway, yeah, Norman Whiteside, bang. And my dad, he just went absolutely berserk. Absolutely. And I'm like, I thought there was something wrong. Because the way he was reacting. But it was like a few years later, then, you realise what it was all about. And, I treasure that memory because, obviously my dad's not with us anymore, but that's a really good memory for me. And like I say, my earliest memory of watching Manchester United with my dad. Worst one, fucking hell. Sorry for swearing. But the worst one.
£5 in a jar. The jar.
I can't believe nobody said it. But it's like the team. I mean, Liverpool. Yeah, we hate Liverpool, but there's one team we hate more than any other team in the fucking world. And who is that?
Liverpool for me.
Who is that? Monday?
I know you're going to say Arsenal.
No.
Arsenal.
No. See, this is no. Ask him. You honestly, I'm surprised you ain't got it. One team. Who do we hate more than
Liverpool? Liverpool's the only team I hate more than any other club.
No.
Leeds.
Listen, yeah.
Leeds.
Yes, Leeds. Dirty Leeds.
Amanda, you're muted. Amanda, you're muted.
They came to OT and then
Jermaine muted.
Yeah, Jermaine. Fucking hell, mate. Honestly, that was like, painful, wasn't it? That was painful.
And they're in just first division.
Yeah, he got free and he's running up with the ball and then he's got to such a tight angle and I thought, nah, he ain't going to score from there. And he just about got it in, just about, that slice. And I'm like, it's like slow motion watching the ball go over the line. You're like, are you having a laugh? You're having a laugh. And because the Leeds fans, listen, let's not forget, they're the ones who came up with the Munich songs. They're the ones who came up with the putting their arms out to diss the Munich air disaster, and they still do it now. And that's why it's so painful, because like I said, one team that I would gladly stand or even wet on them if they were on fire is them.
Okay, thank you. Here's the star of the show as well, sitting on Amonde's lap. That's the star of FTB of the United Agenda. That is the star of the show.
Okay.
Cookie wants daddy's attention. That's it. Guys, get involved in the comment as well. Let us know your best and worst FA Cup moments. And let's go to Mr. B in the building. Come on, Mr. B. Your best and worst moment as a Man United fan.
All right. Well, my best. See, it's mad. I'm not sure if it's my worst. Jackie's got it up here, 1977. Obviously, I wasn't very.
You remember that, Mod? You remember that far, Mr. B?
No. Right. So, and this is what I'm saying. I tell you, my long-term memory is really good, but I don't know if I remember reading about the game or watching the game. But I know that we scored 2 goals like towards the end, and I'm not sure if I was really into football in regards to supporting the team. So when it got to that, it was like, okay, then this is my team. And then when Arsenal scored like right at the end, I was so mad because I didn't really know any of the teams, but it was like Arsenal cheated. To me, in my head, Arsenal cheated. So that made me support Man United in a weird way. And then obviously now when I remember the Norman Whiteside one on Monday, the detail that you gave, I have no idea how you could just know all of that step up. I remember him. All I remember is the ball curling in and me running around the front. Right! But you went into so much detail, the time, the shimmy. This I don't understand how big your head is.
It's bigger than Adam Sunderland running away with an afro in 79.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely quality.
It's I don't understand how you can just have it's detail that you go into on.
Do you know what? Do you know what, Mr. B? I want to add to that. Is sometimes with Monday, you come up with stuff and you're thinking, how on earth? Where's that come from? You've got like little compartments in your brain, but you can just access.
He's got the cupboards. He's got the cupboards. He's got the cupboards. He's got in his cupboards.
No. Get it right. No, it's not a cupboard. It was a
cabinet.
What was it?
Cabinet. It's in the cabinet. It's in the cabinet. It's in the cabinet.
There's more in the cabinet. Yeah.
There's more.
Yeah, plenty in the cabinet.
So, thanks, guys, and get involved in the comment. We are going to read some comments out to find out what was your greatest FA Cup and your worst FA Cup moment. So on Monday we'll be hitting the comments, not the cabinet. Right, my worst moment, and this is probably the worst time of my life as a Man United fan. I know there's been quite a few recently in a couple of weeks' time. Manchester United versus York 25 years ago. Does anyone remember York City? That we used to get abused. When I used to go to school and we lost to York, people were throwing Yorkie chocolate bar at me. Because it was that bad. I got it. I literally, as I said, that's why I think hate is a strong word, but I just don't like Liverpool because most of my friends are Liverpool fans. And I remember in the classroom that day, there's 30 of us in the classroom. There's 2 Man United fans. And everyone else support Liverpool. And all it was, I was getting like the canteen, the little cafeteria they went to at lunch. They bought loads of York bar and just threw at me and my other friend. Literally the abuse. At the time, we lost 3-0. But the bizarre thing with it, we had a half decent team. We had Beckham playing that day as well. Beckham was playing. We had Pallister. We had Parker. We had Dennis Irwin as well. We had Lee Sharp and Brian McClare in that team. And we got battered 3-0 at Old Trafford.
Not good.
So that's my worst moment. My best moment, though, is the treble winning side when we went to, was it a Villa Park we played?
Second leg was at Villa
Second
Park.
leg? Yeah. And
The replay,
there's one guy, the replay, there's a guy, his name is Ryan Giggs. And there's a player called Patrick Vieira. And there was a so-called defense, which is the greatest defense in world football by my Arsenal fans friends. And Ryan Giggs, he needed a wax that day before he take that shirt off because he whacked some lyrical on those Arsenal boys by taking the shirt off.
10 men.
10 men. He literally peppered them. So for me, and Schmeichel as well, you know what? A lot of people don't give Schmeichel a lot of credit for it, but the save he pulled off in that game. And he saved a penalty as well.
Yeah, Bergkamp.
He saved a penalty, yeah. So the amount of save he pulled off in that game. And then listen, I honestly think that was the main game, the game that made us go on from that and triumphal and win the treble. And for me, that's our best game for me as an FA Cup fan. And that's why I love the FA Cup, the romance of it. So, guys, let's kickstart now and let's go back in. On Monday, because there's loads of comments, we have to. Oh, yeah, and Phil Neville played in that as well. Jesus, I forgot about 25 years ago, Phil Neville actually did play in that against York. So on Monday, would you mind taking some of these comments away and see what the beautiful people got to say?
Hi, everyone in the comments. Stephen
Big
Fletcher,
up, everyone.
Jackie Box, got Andy Herbert here, Arsenal fan, but he remembers this was live on TV. Cantona with his chip against Sheffield United in the third round.
Yes.
That was at Bramall Lane. It was a really great atmosphere that day. Let's go again. Great moment here was 2008 FA Cup Portsmouth. They got to the quarterfinal, which denied the treble. Is that for Arsenal or for Man United?
That was Man United, wasn't it?
Oh, we got knocked out. Okay.
Yeah, we got knocked out. Didn't Portsmouth win? Was it then when Portsmouth won it? Was that year they won it? Yeah, I think it could have been. Let us know if that's the year Portsmouth won it as well, please, Box.
This one, I really love this one as well. I mean, Jackie showing her age as well, but this is people out. We beat Southampton in '77. Southampton beat us. We beat Southampton, sorry. And then that was in '77. And then in '79, in a great game against Arsenal, we lost. Alan Sunderland running away. That's the moment I remember. That was a nightmare for us. And then finally, just want to say there was one more I wanted to touch on before we move on. Where is it now? Saragon says beating Palace was good, making their manager sit down after their crap dancing. Do you want to touch on that, Solo?
Pardon, what was
that? Alan Partridge?
Alan Partridge. Oh, yeah, it's all about under touchline. Literally, and Messi Lingard came up with the goods. Messi Lingard come up with the goods. And like I said, for me, as much as Messi Lingard get a lot of critique, I love him because the way he did it, he smashed that ball in. And then afterwards, it's almost like the mimic. He's mimicking Alan Partridge, wasn't he, with the whole dancing? Because Alan Partridge was on the touchline doing all his little shimmy. It was absolutely beautiful. And I remember that day as well. I was actually at work and me being me, I sneaked out. I said to the guys, right, I need to go to the offside stock room to check some stuff. And I sneaked off to the pub near where I work in Uxbridge, and I stayed there and watched the whole second half. And then went back in 5 minutes before we close. Big up, Miss Melinda. Big up. And
does Fanatic know the best win for Villa?
The best win?
Yeah, you had time to think about the best win for Villa?
I still haven't got there, so I'm listening to you guys. I will have it for you.
We continue.
Let us know. We'll continue. So before we go, though, big up Rick. I've not seen Rick in the chat yet. Big
Hi,
up,
Rick.
Welcome. Big up.
Yeah, I know Rick. I know Rick.
And then,
I know him.
Oh, you know him, yeah. Adam, I've seen Adam a couple of times. I'm just giving people a shout out who I haven't physically seen in the chat before. I have seen Pat in the chat quite a bit as well. Big up, guys.
Yeah, big up,
all right now.
Yep. So who else have I seen? I've seen the rest of the guys, but I just want to give you guys a shout out because I haven't physically seen in the chat. There's 15 people within the chat. Also, there's a Marvin in the chat as well. Big up as well. Welcome to the Mania Agenda. There's 16 people in the chat, guys. We're on 24 likes. Can you just hit that like button and give us some support, please, guys? And also, if you're new to the channel, just hit the subscribe button. So let's kickstart now and go to the head-to-head with Man United versus Villa before I go into my team. And also, guys, head-to-head, I know Mr. B and I know Monday don't really fancy it all the time because they never really want to look at that at all, but I love doing it. So what I'm going to do is look at the head-to-head and then also, guys, get ready because I want to see if you can match my team up, what I've picked for the FA Cup, okay? I want to see. So start putting the comments in with your team. So Villa, Man United, 3-2 FA Cup, that's a win. Again, another win. Again, another win. Again, another win. Let's go to who should we start with first? Who wants to jump in there? Fnatic, go in. You go, Fnatic. You go first. Man United, Villa. Would you look at these stats and take anything from them going to the game tomorrow night?
Would I take these stats? Say that again.
Would you take anything? Would you take anything from these stats to take into the game
comfort.
tomorrow?
Can you take any comfort from it?
Any comfort, any comfort from it. Or would it be a case of that was then and this was now? Because I know, like with OMONDI and stuff, he always says he don't really look at these things.
To be honest, they're not bad. They're not bad results, really. But I think it's probably the best time for us to play you guys right now. Obviously, you guys want to win trophies, but I think you're probably going to be more taking the league serious. And I think you guys are, at the moment, you can be beaten. For sure.
Ooh,
Right,
I
so-
saw saucy. We can do it.
No,
I told
quite
you last time
confident.
we came on here, he gave us pepper, man. He hurt us.
And it
Didn't
it
Villa
wasn't
go
bad-
on
it
to win
wasn't
as
bad
well?
result either, was it?
Yeah, Villa went on to beat us as well.
That's it.
Oh, what?
We lost.
Why do we bring you on here, man? Every time you come on here, we lose.
That's fine, man.
We lose.
Yeah,
Oh,
we need it. We
brilliant.
need it. But yeah,
So,
we
yeah.
can do it, I think.
You can do it. So let's go to Rebel. Rebel, you're going to interrupt there.
Yeah, I suppose the last couple of fixtures against Villa not so important, but what I did pick up on is the last 6 games that Mr. Villa had played in the FA Cup, and now being led by Stevie, can't let it slip. Gerrard.
Slippery.
They've lost all 6 of their last FA Cup games, so they are on a severe loosey, stinky streak in the FA Cup.
For sure.
And just to remind everyone, the last time Steven Gerrard faced Manchester United, he lasted 38 seconds on the pitch.
He's not at the game tomorrow, I don't think. Am I right in saying that? He's got COVID?
Yeah, that's
No,
what they're
exactly.
talking about.
He's-
But they've kept it very quiet. They're not really anything that's going on in the club. I don't even think half of the Villa fans know. They're probably keeping it stum. Whoever gets caught up with this COVID,
I think they need to release names, but that's my
Yeah.
opinion.
that's it.
Who would that be? Gary McAllister taking the team?
Yeah, which is still all right with me.
I love it. He's that confident. I don't like this confidence.
Nah, you know
I
what
do
it
not
is?
like it.
I'm happy with how we're doing, man. Really are. I mean, the games that we've lost, they've been by the bigger teams, and
Yeah.
they've only been by a goal. So I'm happy
Yeah.
with that. We just
And
need a
then
little bit
also,
more.
you remember you got Coutinho as well.
That's what I'm saying. So, and apparently we're in talks with Digne. How do you say his name?
Digne.
Yeah,
Digne.
Digne.
Oh,
Everton.
Everton.
Yeah, we're in advanced talks with him apparently,
He can't defend
which I
for
think will
shit
be a very
anyway.
good signing because I think Cardiff
Mr. B
What's
and
that,
Andy,
Come on,
Mr.
Mr. B.
He can't defend for shit.
who Coutinho.
No, that
Oh,
Digne guy.
Digne. Nah, he's alright, man. He's
Digne.
okay.
He's
Coutinho.
crap.
Was he left back?
Player.
Here,
He's doing good.
actually,
He's doing a good
Fanatic,
job for us.
speaking of Coutinho, I just want to know, do you feel you got had by Barcelona in that wage negotiation? Because you're picking up 60% of that wage bill. And all
Yeah.
of a sudden now, the minute that's agreed, he's deciding to waive the portion that would have been due to him from Barca.
Right. I didn't hear that bit, you know.
I think it's due to, if he would have played any more games for Barca, there would have been a fee to pay, like a quite £2-3 million fee to Liverpool.
Yeah, I didn't even hear about that bit there. I know obviously they paying a lot of his wages as well, but is it 60% you said?
60 odd,
Yeah.
60%, 60, 65. And then Barcelona were due to pick up the remaining tab. But apparently, out of the kindness of his heart, he decided the minute the deal was done to waive that.
Okay. Good on him. he's gonna do a good job for us though. I think they're saying that he's gonna play the number 8. So he'll be with the 3 in the middle.
Watkin, how is Watkin doing this season? Because you're the guest, so let me ask you the question. Ollie Watkin, how is he doing sort of this season?
He's doing all right, man. I think he's trying too hard.
Yeah.
He's got that feeling that Ings wants his spot and he wants to play down the middle. But most Villa fans will say, put Ings down the middle and shove Watkins on the left and let him cut in because he's still very effective.
I think for myself, I'm going to say I rate him, but I think I'm going to sit there and Mr. B, if I'm incorrect, please correct me. But I know on Monday, definitely they don't rate him. It's Tyrone Mings.
Okay.
Oh,
Tyrone Mings is a Wish Maguire.
He's Maguire
You
with
know what?
flats. You can
Mings is all right. He's
Lord,
okay, but
no
we
way.
all Villa fans say he's got a mistake in him every game. If
Oh,
you-
what,
if
like
you-
Harry Maguire?
Yeah, there you go. If you alleviate that out of his game, he'd still be top class because he's a good defender. He wins most of the duels in the air. He's quick enough, but everybody will say that he's got a mistake in him and he gets someone else sometimes. That's probably the best way of putting it. But we can still do better. I think he's going to improve that area anyway.
We've seen little mistakes in recent weeks. seen a lot of mistakes from him in recent weeks. I think it was in the Premier a couple of weeks ago. He'd made a stupid error.
He'll get replaced.
My memory of him, best memory of him, is when Zlatan, I won't say his surname, stamped on his face when he was playing for Bournemouth. He was trying to get on Zlatan's on his case, and Zlatan actually stamped and landed on his face. But I think Mings, we've had this discussion before. I think
we do. I rate him, but the rest don't.
Points like he's doing something good on the pitch, and everyone's like, "Good, he's a good leader, good." But he's just he's calamity, man.
He shouldn't be our captain. Since he turned captain, it's got even worse.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Tell me about it. Harry Maguire's the same, innit? Pointed out captain, and then no comment.
You might even say he let it slip.
Yeah, he's making it. Yeah, it's going to be the new Slippery G, innit? So let's go to quick one then and wrap it up. Like, go, Mr. B. You're probably going to say carry on. Let's not bother about the stats thing. Let's just move on to my team. I want to see my team. I want to see my team. I think there's someone 666SS6 got very close to my team. I've seen his comments down here. So guys, let's take this off. And this is my predicted 11. And Fnatic, I'm going to then ask you what you believe your probably predicted 11 is going to be. Yeah. So let's start off with let's go to talk. Mr. B at the bottom. Let's go, Mr. B, my team, because I know you like to pick it apart all the time, every day.
Yep, the fact that Maguire's not playing, I'm very, very happy. I wouldn't play Henderson because he wants to leave. He doesn't give a shit. Scott McTominay, Fred and McTominay, bruv. Come on, man. Don't do this to me. Don't let me cuss now before the watershed. Van der Beek's got to play. I'm sorry. Van der Beek has to get some sort of game time in the game tomorrow. Bruno, yes, he needs game time. I don't. If Greenwood plays, he has to play up front. He can't play in this creative role. Rashford, I don't think can play in the number 10 either. So I would play him instead of Cristiano Ronaldo. And I would play Alanga where Rashford is. Sure, yes, I would play. And the defense, yeah, is fine. So yeah.
Oh my God! Round of applause. No, I've got it.
No, you haven't got it. I disagreed with 6 of your teams, so I don't know if you got it. But yeah.
Come on, Mr. B. I thought you'd forgotten about it by now. Come on.
No, look.
It's gone over your head. Don't worry about it. It's gone.
Look, as I said, I don't believe the team's going to be anything like that because I think Maguire's going to play for one. So
no, it's going to be.
I'm going to disagree. I'm going to disagree with 6 of them. 6 of them are wrong.
Bailly, Pogba, and Maguire are all doubtful for the game.
Didn't you hear how Maguire was talking today, brother? I'm the leader. I'm this and that. Anyway, that's for a whole completely another show.
That's another show. Let's go to Rebel.
Okay. Similar to Mr. B, Henderson can take a hike. I'm going to go with Heaton there. A person that's very familiar to Aston Villa fans. Phil Jones, yeah, I can see him playing. Luke Shaw, yeah, Dallo will play. I think maybe is there room for Mengi in this game at centre back? I think Lingard will actually play in this FA Cup game, probably next to Bruno, is my prediction. And I think Alanga and maybe Greenwood with Cavani in reserve.
Okay.
Team's been destroyed solo, boy.
I know. Listen, tomorrow when you guys do the watch along, don't worry when this team line up here. I'll let you guys destroy. It's fine. I know I'm right. Let's go to talk.
Yes. I'd like to see something totally different. I'd like to see he has now started talking about changing up, changing the shape and everything. And I think he's beginning to realise that he just hasn't got the midfield to continue with this 4-2-2. So what I would like him to see him try, 4-1-2-3. 4-1-3-2. I'd like to see him try. So with a 4 at the back and Phil Jones as the one as a number 6.
You know what? Yeah, you lot laugh. You lot are laughing. But Phil Jones can play it.
He can
So
play.
you lot keep
Oh
laughing.
God, man!
Yeah, because he's the next Duncan Edwards, isn't he? Oh God.
Phil Jones at number 6, and then in the three in the midfield,
brilliant.
Bruno, Donny van de Beek, Jadon Sancho, and then up front, Ronaldo and Greenwood.
Guys, 20 people in the chat. 20 people in the
man.
chat. Can we all
There's
hit that
no
like,
way.
yeah?
There's no way.
Ready. On Monday. Take it away, please. Take it away.
Yeah, I like Henson in goal. Henson definitely deserves his chance. He's a top Premiership goalkeeper. I want to see Harry Maguire. If we want to have a chance of winning the game, we need to play Harry. Put him in the centre back. Where's Varane? Is Varane about? Varane,
No, I don't think it's.
Is he fit?
There's nothing. He's fit.
If he's fit, play him. I'll play Delo, definitely. And I'll play Tellez at the back as well. I don't like Fred McTominay. I'll play Matic and Donny van de Beek. I'll take out Rashford, Sancho in there. And up front, I'll put Barney and Ronaldo. And then bring on the guys on the bench. This is not a joke. We're playing against a team like we did last week. Showtime Monday night. Everyone, all eyes on us again. And we need to win. Last week against Wolves, it was so poor. We need a good result. And I'm really scared of Fnatic, and I'm scared of Villa. Honestly, they're not a joke team. Yeah. Apparently, Coutinho's not going to be playing, but still, they're going to be on it, just like Nottingham Forest today.
Yeah. So, Fnatic, now look at this team. Tell me if there's any change, and I want to find out what you think your lineup will be tomorrow as well, please.
All right. Well, judging on your team, if I was a Man United fan, I probably wouldn't have picked that. But I think Dalot's been really good since. Yeah, Darlow, sorry. He's been really good, you know. I've seen a different side of him. I think he can actually get down there, cause problems. I don't know about Jones. He played your last game, didn't he?
Yeah, Jones was our man of the match.
Was he? Okay, I didn't watch that game.
He was fantastic. He basically has a stat out to say
he assisted with their goal. That was his stat.
The stat was from 21-22 season. He's got the best stats for Man United.
In one game?
Yep.
He's got it over. No. Phil Jones has got it over Maguire. Let's be clear about this. He's miles. He's clear to Maguire. No two ways about it.
Phil Jones is our Superman.
I actually didn't.
I'm biting, guys. I'm not biting.
He's not biting, guys. Not tonight. Go on. All right, then. Sorry, Karen, going.
I'll give you my team.
Yeah.
We are going to field a strong team, I'm sure. I'm sure you'll go with the Martinez. He's probably going to do the 4-3-3. It's going to be Tyrone Mings, I'm sure. Konza on the right, Matty Cash, left back, Target. And then he'll probably go Douglas Luiz, McGinn. And he's been playing Jacob Ramsey, our young guy. He's got a lot of faith in that guy.
Player.
He is a good player, yeah. And then, I'm assuming that he'll go with Ings up front. I'm not sure if Watkins is back. So I'm not too sure if he'll be playing. But he'll probably go with Ings, Buendia. And if Watkins isn't playing, he'll probably go with somebody like El Ghazi. Because he's got a lot of energy. But yeah, I think that'll be our first team for
Where's
tomorrow.
Leon Bailey?
He's injured.
Oh,
He's always injured.
That's what I mean. Since he's come, he hasn't had a full 2 games. You know what I mean? Which is it's getting on my nerves, man. I want to see him playing in that Villa top. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I'm sure a lot of neutrals want to see as well, what he's capable of. And when he has played, he's done all right. 1 or 2 things, but I think that's how we're going to go tomorrow. That'll be our 11.
Brilliant. Right, guys, we would like you to now come up with your score prediction. Before that, on Monday is going to hit some of these comments, please.
Okay. So just talking about the lineup, Jackie's saying she thinks Ralph will shock us, play Donny van de Beek, drop Scotty, play a couple of youngsters. Greenwood will play Cavani. No Maguire will rest him.
No, drop it.
Box is saying Jones is calm and assured. They're considering Hannibal. Everyone likes Hannibal, the youngster. Apparently,
he's in Africa. Yeah. Bailly is. I don't think Bailly's in it. I know there's a few comments to say Bailly's there, but I think Bailly's actually injured.
Our main man, Steve Fletcher, he says 4-3-3. Heaton, Dalot, Varane, Jones, Shaw, Matic, Bruno, Hannibal. He's away, apparently, Hannibal. And the 3 up front would be Rashford, Ronaldo, Cavani. And people like to see Elanga. Box is saying Elanga. And SS16 says no Maguire. I don't want any justification for 80 million for our so-called captain.
Guilty.
And final one. Let's see, Bailey. Bailey's away. Let's just confirming that.
Yeah.
And Bath Time saying Shaw and McTominay are banned for the league and not the cup. There was a bit of discussion in the group chat about.
They're both out for league games.
Yellow cards, but it doesn't apply to the cup, so they can both. They
can both play,
God,
and that's why.
McTominay again, rugby.
And then this is it as well. This is the team that he picked as well. Welcome to the channel. First time we've seen him. Welcome to the channel as well.
He's intelligent here. He's saying Henson in goal, Varane, Lindroff, centre backs, Tellez, Dallo, full backs, Fred, Donny, midfield. That's the two. Sancho and Bruno ahead, with Ronaldo and Cavani ahead of them. So that looks like a decent Ralph.
Can I say something to you guys though? You look forgetting that we've got Villa on Sunday.
Yeah,
Thursday
in a row.
Thursday.
Thursday. We don't want to show them. I'm sorry, man. I would rather win the league game and lose the FA Cup. If I had to have a choice, we can't.
I want to win all.
Bullets.
I want to win all.
Mr. B makes a good point. Mr. B does make a good point there.
We can't show them. We can't show them everything that he's got. You know what I mean?
But they already know what we've got. All that's right. I mean,
yeah. And at the moment, it's been a big bag of shit, bruv.
No, but I just think there's a change. He's either going to play three at the back,
big up Rush,
or he may turn it into a and just put somebody as the one, and have just the one.
I'm worried about the game. I'm worried about the game. He ain't going to play that formation that you were thinking about. I'll tell you that much.
Well, let's have a look. We'll see what the team sheet says.
Okay, guys, if you're in the chat, there's 17 in the chat. Please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Also, start getting your team, your score prediction in as well. And we're going to start off first of all. We're going to do Man United, guys, and then we'll go last. On Monday, 1-0 win, see the game out. Let's start.
Move on. Yeah, we heard it first.
Come on Monday. 1-0 or?
He's going to go 1-0.
Exactly, 1-0. I want to see us control games again. Go back to the Crystal Palace Norwich result. Let's just get those 1-0s and get the result.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Rebel?
89th minute. Phil, Superman Jones, 1-0 United.
I love that one. Mr. B?
It's going to, is there's extra time in it, or is it straight penalties?
Extra time, then penalties.
I can see it going to extra time. I can see it being one boring 0-0 or 1-1, not an exciting game, and then it goes all the way to penalties, and it just goes to penalty. I'm not going to say anything more after that, but I can see the game going to penalties tomorrow.
So you penalties, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Talk.
2-0. Change of formation and 2-0. Simple as that.
Fanatic. Come on, tell us you're going to lose.
1
Say,
Villa.
Liverpool, Villa will lose 2-0. Just say Villa will lose 2-0.
2-1.
2-1 Villa.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Right,
I'm going to go. I think it'll be an exciting game at Mr. B.
Oh, absolutely brilliant. For me, as always, let's hit the true identity of the score prediction, and I am going to go for a 2-1 Man United win.
Oh, 2-1.
2-1 Man United win. I don't think it's going to be as easy. Most games we play, I don't think they're easy, but I think I've been sort of overthinking with the scores. If you look at the meetings, what we do against Villa, it's not high score. Last week I got burnt because I said 3-1 against Wolves. When you actually look at the scoreline, Man United, and plus look at Wolves and how Wolves are, they don't score a lot, they don't concede a lot, and it proved. So Villa, Man United, and Slippery G, he's gonna. I think we're not sure if he's going to be on the touchline or not, but we know he's going to be there and thereabout somewhere. So I'm going to say 2-1 United. Guys, there's 18 people in the chat. Let's get some score prediction in from you. Let's find out. Amonde, would you mind looking, see if we find some score prediction?
Of course. First one up is Jackie. She said 3-1 United. That's your scoreline. Usually, Solo. We've got Matthew Bassett. How you doing? He says 2-1 to Villa, unfortunately. That's not a good one for us. Marvin, he says, hoping Man United beat Villa 3-1. I think that's for you, Fanatic. And I've got a 2-1 here from Steve Fletcher to Man United. And he also adds, he think it'll be lots of attacking from both teams. Yeah, I totally agree. And Bath Time saying 1-0 to Man United after extra
On
time.
Monday, you got someone with you.
Yeah. And whoever's the right attitude will play regardless of FA Cup or not. 2-1 to United. Viva Ralph's Revolution. Yeah, big up, Pat.
Big up. Big up. Love that. Love it. So, guys, and then Shah, as always, part of the United agenda.
Wow.
Yeah, wow, Shah. Shah. Yep, there you go. I did say it to my guys a doubt. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Deebus.
Guys, listen, thanks to everyone in the comments. Absolutely brilliant show tonight. Thanks to everyone, all the panelists. We will be back tomorrow at, what is it, guys? 7:15. You back tomorrow night for the watch along?
7:15. 7:15.
And then we'll be here for myself on a Monday. We'll be back as well for the reaction show later on as well.
And can I also just say, in the morning at about 9 to 9:30, we will have the roundup of all the gossip from the media regarding Manchester United. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah. And last comment for you on Monday?
Mahir says 1-0 to Man United. Villa is a bit more defensive. Yep, so that's a good result for us.
Big up.
And Mr. B on the watch along. Yeah,
yes, he is on the watch along. So he'll be cussing tomorrow at some point.
My mouth will be clean.
Yeah. Guys, remember, if you're new to the channel, hit that like and share and subscribe button. Share it with your friends. Share it with your love. Share it with everyone, basically, and help support us and grow the channel. And we are trying to do our best with Mike. Big up, 3-0. Glory, Man United.
Can I just say one more thing, Solo? Anybody in the chat that knows an Arsenal fan, please do reach out. It is a tender moment for them. They need your support. Show them some love. And for the love of God, do not mention Roy Keane, Nottingham Forest, or anything of that nature because your life will upset them.
Yeah. And then as well, guys, there's a hotline out there as well for them. There's a hotline number. Just reach out to them. So, guys, brilliant, guys. And we shall, wow, the comments are dropping in as we're jumping off. They're above us in the league, Rebel. Yeah, I know.
We're talking FA Cup at the moment, so let's
guys, quick one before we go. Sorry, Rebel, to cut you. Everyone in the chat, if you'd like to appear on the watch along, please comment and let us know how to get hold of you, or contact myself at Solo7 on Twitter. Amanda Juma on Twitter, Rebel I Talk as well, and Mr. B on Twitter, and get a video up, and we'll get you guys to be shown on the watch along. So if you are interested in that,
as well,
and score for your score prediction, guys, and that will be for your score prediction. If you want to pair on the United Agenda watch along for score prediction, please reach out to us.
He did chat, and he was absolutely immense.
Yep, there you go. Just kidnap me. I don't know what that's all about. So, guys, as I said, if you're interested in jumping on, my brother is an Arsenal fan. Have been fair enough.
Keep going all night with that.
As the song would say, all night, all night, all night. Guys, listen, we'll be back tomorrow. Absolutely really appreciate it all come up. But remember, hit the like, share, and subscribe button, and also set the reminder. So when we go live, you'll get the notification as well. So set that notification bell, guys. And
big up Fanatic.
Big up Fanatic. Welcome back as always.
By the way, just before I go, I thought about it. Best moment, 2015 semi-final. Me and my cousin, Villa fan as well, went to the stadium, Wembley Stadium, and watched us beat Liverpool in the FA Cup. And that's when we played Arsenal in the final, and Carzola tore us to bits. 4-0 we lost. Gut-wrenching.
Wow.
Wow.
I ain't going to ask you when the bus is due, though, Fanatic, because
you'll be waiting a long time.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Guys, from us at the Man United Agenda, this is our time, and we love all the support and all the comments, guys. Remember, we'll be back tomorrow, and thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing as well. So from us, have a lovely night. Good night.
Good night, lads.
Night.
See you again.